Okay, let's start now. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, before I start, as long as you join the first week, you know we should do something this week, especially students who select the group B. You can do something here. Okay, today there are some writing practice and presentation practice for group B students. If you select group A, that's okay. I will explain that because different student has different dream, aims, or ambitions. I respect everybody, and if you want to get a high score, you need to pay more. Okay, let me start from this. Yesterday, I asked a student to read those two chapters. I will explain it later. That is an open textbook. And I will use maybe 3 or 4 open textbooks in this course. And I will have my own handouts and teaching style. And later, you can start to write that now. Okay. The topic is about introduce yourself. It's very important. Again, if you don't know me, let me explain. When I was a graduate student, when I was a master student in National Taiwan University, I didn't learn anything about presentation. Thus, I was shocked the first time I joined the course at Cornell University about the English TA training. I was, how can I say that? I had some inappropriate gesture, eye contact, and skills. Thus, when I was corrected by the teacher, I thought what I had learned in the past days. I don't want to blame any education in Taiwan, but that was not enough for me. And I'm lucky I have a chance to have a new course like this. And I try to invite students who select group B. You have chance to practice during the class. And I don't want to increase your study loading, your time. So I try to that you do the work during the class. Okay, today's topic is introduce yourself. You can write some words about 1 to 3 minutes for your introduction. Okay, first one, you can write a manuscript. But it's up to you. I know some of you are native speaker and you don't think it's a big task. It doesn't matter. If you feel nervous, if you want to learn more, you can do this. And some students are familiar with this. You don't need to write that. If you are not familiar with this, you can write it. Student in the second class. Students can introduce themselves for 1 to 3 minutes. Again, not everyone. As long as you select you want to be the student in group B, I will explain the differences between group A and group B. Okay? Then you can do that later. I will give enough time. And it can be a real situation, your real name, your real job, your real working experiences here. It can be a simulation. For example, assume you are a market manager in a company. The company with selling software, with selling laptops, with selling food, or with selling bicycles. You can select one as you want. Okay. Tips here. If you don't have any time, you may search for templates. For example, I believe everybody can do that. You know how to do it. I know how to do it too. A template, give me a template about introduce myself. Then you can get tons template from the website. Okay, then you are done. But if you want to learn more, I highly suggest you step by step follow my command. So I should follow my suggestions. You can learn more, I promise. You may use AI. If you still have no time, you can use AI with some key factors to generate a manuscript. But if you don't have any time, you can do this. If you have a little bit of time, I encourage you to write by yourself. I will teach you how to write 5 sections of the kind of article. I know some of you are not a native speaker of English. Me too. No, me either. Me too. Me either is a grammar confusing for Taiwanese students. Okay. Me either. I'm not a native speaker too. Sorry, I'm not a native speaker either. Okay. For instance, you can type some information for the AI. Dear AI, please prepare a self-introduction within 300 words for the following conditions. Okay. First one, name $1, or your name John, Mary, Monica, something like this. Job, research and development staff in a bottled water company. The scenario, he or she will present a proposal meeting. Oh, it's a serious, it's a nervous situation in front of the general manager. Okay, what a nervous time. Okay, and he or she needs to introduce him or herself in the beginning. Is it okay? So, okay, just keep it in mind. Before 5 p.m., you don't need to, if you are familiar with the kind of introduction, you can write down the, here, a manuscript. My name is $1. I'm the senior college student at Kandan University. My working experiences is something like that. And today I'm happy to introduce myself. I'm glad that I have a chance to join this course and know many classmates from different countries. And however, I want to make more friends and I can learn more skills. And if you need my help, don't be hesitant. Let me know. I'll be glad to help you. Okay, something like this. You know, I didn't prepare at home, but it is my ability because I learned this. Okay, and later the second class, you need to present the manuscript. During every week, I will give you some suggestions. For example, good morning, everybody. My name is Jiang Tana. I'm the manager from the instant noodles company from Thailand. Today, I'm very happy to introduce my proposal to the general manager, Dlamini. And we have $1 million the kind of project to sell our instant noodles to South Africa. Because according to my survey, blah, 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 and they prefer the flavor of blah, 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 I believe our production can switch to this kind of product. Just add a little bit of flavors. Then we can blah, 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 do something. I believe we have a chance to conquer, to occupy the market. Any suggestions, please let me know. Thank you, General Manager. Something like this, maybe 1 to 3 minutes. And during the process, I was, try to look at every audience, especially the General Manager. General Manager, in our language, we call it 总经理. Okay, watch your supervisor and scan to every audience in the meeting room. I will let you know this. Okay, and later I will let you know. We have told for students who select Group B, we have 2 presentation, formal presentation time. The first one here is on week number 9. Students formal presentation 1 for Group B. If you select Group A, you don't need to do that. But I encourage everyone to select Group B. Okay, and the next one, the second one is here. second here. Sorry, here. Because the week 17 is a holiday of Taiwan, we don't need to come to class. Okay. And here, week 16, student second presentation. The scenario is an oral presentation with A0 size poster. I will show you a student in this classroom already published 2 posters last year. She is sitting here in the classroom. Okay, and I believe some will publish the academic posters in the future. Maybe before June, you can use your poster as the homework to present here. Okay, okay. And the format to introduce your research results. I know all of you some of you from IHP, your background is business. You can do this. You can do this. I know it's very hard for you because about writing to compose an academic poster is not easy, but it's reachable. You can do that. Believe me, for you it's not easy. For me, you don't believe you have the ability to do it. Okay, and the format, introduce your research results. If really you don't have that, I will tell you how to do. You can search for academic poster and introduce the poster. But before that, I will tell you how to do writing, how to compose a academic poster. That's my mission. That's my job. Okay. And time is 5 to 8 minutes. Is it okay? I cannot promise, but I try to find any chance. If you had the research poster, I try to find a budget and print it out. One poster is about 6 New Taiwan dollars. 600 New Taiwan dollars. Sorry, 600 New Taiwan dollars. And I try to find a budget. If you can do that, you can do that. And later I will give some tools. For example, like this. Where is my laser pointer? Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't bring it. And you can use some tools I will give you, like this. What's this? It's a broken leg from a tripod. But it's a tool. And later, if you familiar with my model, I try to be a breaker to treat you. For example, I will give you a laser pointer without battery. And it's your turn to present. Then you got a pointer without battery. How can you face this emergency situation and solve it? That's my job. Don't worry. I will not bully you. I will not humiliate you. But I try to make some emergency situation, because the first time I started to live stream my video until this moment, 4 years, I have met a lot of troubles. I need to solve the troubles in a few seconds. Otherwise, I need to give us some live streaming. I believe you will meet that kind of situation. Okay, so don't worry. In my class, no pressure, no pressure. Okay, let me go back to our grading policy here. Okay. Okay, before I start to talk about my grading policy, let me explain my teaching policy. Only encouragement, no punishment, no enforcement. Okay? I think some of you already attended my course previously. You know my policy is like this. And respect all students' choice. No matter you choose group A or B, I respect you, because you will be the national leader in your country, in my country. Okay. You will be the leader, national leader. When I was a student in National Taiwan University, at National Taiwan University, only one professor said that. Professor Li Xikun, only he said this. But I said it to every student I ever taught. You will be the national leader in your country, in my country. Okay, here, the grading policy. Unless supervisor asks me to modify my grading policy, otherwise I will implement these grading rules. First of all, group A, that's basic loading. Just got passed, and the score is up to 75. Up to 75, no more. But the loading is really easy, very light. Request 1, at least 6 times for the attendance. Easy, I believe it's easy. Second one, write an essay, but the essay with 5 sections. I will tell you how to write that. I'll write that. Okay, I will tell you later. If you select group B, the loading is from middle to heavy. But no pain, no gain. You pain, you gain. Sorry. Okay, and students who select group B and finish all requirements, in the future, if you need the letter of recommendation, I'll be happy to do that. If you don't need, it doesn't matter. Second one, the requirement, at least 10 times of attendance. Second one, 2 times of formal writing and presentation. Presentation means oral presentation. You need to come to here or stand in front of your chair to explain your plan, your A4 academic poster. Don't worry, I will tell you how to do that. Okay. Third, class assignment. For example, today's assignment is write down the manuscript about self-introduction. The second class, you need to speak something to introduce yourself. I believe after this course, if you highly get involved of this course, you will learn more about the English, about the president, but not from my teaching, because you pay your time, you pay your attention, and you finish the assignment during the class. Okay? Is it okay? Okay. And student can switch from group B to A anytime as you want. But if you want to switch from A to B, you can do it as early as you can. Is it okay? Okay, so far, any question to my grading policy? Is it okay? Okay. How about have a 5-minute break, and you can leave the classroom for your, if you want to take a rest, is okay, and start to write a manuscript to introduce yourself. I know some of you, your English is okay, you don't need to do this part. But if you're not confident, you will practice more, you can write a manuscript. Is it okay? And the second class, I will continue to introduce the open textbook, chapter 1 and 2. And I will invite you to introduce yourself. Is it okay? Okay, let's have a 5-minute break. Go. Okay. Finish that, let me have it. think it is a diversity for our students. You know, the listening comprehension is the weakest part for me. But I think for me, it's also is a learning. But I believe that it can bring different style to the students. You know, Taiwanese students, we need more practice during the presentation. Okay. Okay. Yes, madam. So what's your choice for group A or B? I know some students, they are okay for introducing themselves, okay. But as I know, for most of the Taiwanese students, I'm Taiwanese, we need the kind of practice and skills. But I know for some students, they are okay, they already have the kind of ability. Okay, so are you done? Don't worry, it's not a count for the final score. So don't worry, I just want to know everybody's their background. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Does anyone has trouble to write a manuscript about self-introduction? Generally, I don't worry about the foreign student, the international students, but I really worry about the Taiwanese student. Okay, please let me know if you have trouble to find a template to write the introduction. Okay. Oh, okay. I forgot. The supervisor, I just sent the message to online group yesterday. From supervisors, they highly encourage students from this course, IHP General Education for Academic Writing, because I was taken a roll call by my supervisor. And she said, hey, $1, you teach that, you can encourage students to join the competition. Don't worry, the competition is with prizes. Okay, and supervisors supervisors, 教务长、蓝教务长, she encourages students to join that. That is about this. If you can read it, okay. And like this. For students, you can read Mandarin. You can read it first. If you have questions, please let me know. I will switch to the translation like this. Actually, this part is the first presentation during our semester. And this part is the final presentation in our course. So I think the rules, I didn't know the rules before I got the command from my supervisor. Actually, it's tailored for our course, for our student. Pardon my Mandarin. It's called 量身定做. I didn't know that, but after I checked my grading policy for Group B, it's really good for us. Okay, and there are some prizes I encourage you to do. Okay, and before, as long as you, as long as you, here, you register for the competition, you will get 5 marks for this part. If you win the prize, you got 4 of 10. Is it okay? Again, if you select Group B, your minimum score is 80. Is 80, and the extra 10 depends on your performance, and the rest of 10 is creative work, and you can join it. I encourage you to do that. Okay, it's very, very, very easy, in my opinion. Maybe it's not easy for you, but in my opinion, it's easy. And you can see that here. You can see that here. And special benefit for non-registered students of, I don't know the translation here is some mistake from the Google Translate. Okay, and there are special prize for IHP students. Is it okay? Is it okay? But for local students, I mean Taiwanese students, you also can join it. In the beginning, is the purpose of this is Chinese language reading and expression ability for students. But my supervisor called me, hey, $1, you had a course, you need to encourage your student to join that. Madam, but some of them, their native language is not Chinese, not Mandarin. How can I do that? Don't worry, I will set extra prices for them. Thank you, madam. Got it? Got it? So for non-native Chinese or Mandarin speakers, you can join that. You can join that because it's a policy from our campus. Okay, and here is that the 112, 112, it means the semester of 2024. Okay, and that is the policy. Okay, thanks. You can read it. And like this. And like this. Okay. Any question about this competition? Okay, if you got any latest information, I will let you know. I will announce it in our line group and simultaneously in this website. Okay, if no more problem, I'm going to share the open textbook here. Prepare to publish here. Okay, now you have several ways to read this book. I may not use only single open textbook. I may select different chapters from different open textbook. Don't worry, all of them are open licensed. You don't need to pay any money. You can download the original PDF here, and you can modify it. For example, this one, attribution, no commercial, and share alike. And you can do it under those 3 conditions. Okay, and we are going to study chapter 1 and 2. Okay, first of all, you can download it. For example, you can select here, PDF, ebooks, or online. You got it as long as you got it. Okay, let me copy and paste it to our line group. Okay, I just paste it to our online group. You can select it. You can make a decision if you need to print it out. You can download this. Like this. We are going to study the chapter 1 and 2. And for some students, if you have difficulty to study the original texts in English first, I highly recommend you try to use the software translation to catch the meaning first. Later, you can compare to the original texts and your concept in your language. That is a high efficiency working method. Okay. Sorry, let me switch to the other one. Okay, preparing to publish. Okay, and here are the authors. That is Iowa State University Digital Press, Ames, Iowa. Okay. I remember I was applying for the graduate school from Iowa State University for the PhD program from the food science graduate school. Okay, but I don't remember. Maybe I did not get the admission from the campus. Okay, the content here. First, what is a scientific argument? How to use this ebook? Note to students. Note to instructors. Sure, I'm an instructor here. Okay. The chapter 2, conceptualizing the research article. The section of a research article. What is a research? What is a greener? Chapter 2 is synopsis, the organization of research article. And we are going to have a quick look of those 2 chapters. And later I will explain. There are several types of academic writing. For example, the basic level, write an essay. The second level, write an academic poster. For example, here. The first one I show you, let me show you again. Here, okay. Okay, here, okay. Okay, for example, this one. This lady, Miss J, is your classmate, the freshman in IHP program. Here, last November, we had a collaboration. We published this poster here, and I don't know whether she enrolled this course. Okay, if she enrolls this course, she can use this poster to present in the. But I will encourage her to have a new one. And the other one. Okay, this one. Okay, and Miss Yang, raise your hand. Wave your hand to everybody. Yeah, she did this poster last November, and you can use it for your final report. But I encourage you to generate a new one. It's up to you. You can use this for you. And she published this poster last November in an annual meeting held in Furen University in Xinzhuang. Okay, so I believe we can do that. We can do that. And this size is A0 size. A0, like this. Okay. Okay, and chapter 3 we will explain next week about writing the introduction section. Chapter 4, writing the methods and section. Most of you from the background of business, and my background is food science and nutrition. So we have different concepts, but for writing a research article, similar situation. And chapter 5, write the results section. Chapter 6, discussion and conclusion. Yeah, it's a format. For example, when you buy a meal box from the cafeteria, student restaurant, the first step, open the meal box. Second one, use your chopsticks and your spoon to eat. The last step, to finish all your food and recycle the paper box to the recycle bin. The same situation for a writing section. And chapter 7, writing abstracts. Okay, so there are 7 chapters in this. Let's go to the first one. Chapter 1. What is a scientific argument? For us, for example, when I was a master's student, my research about natto. Just give me 2 more minutes. Natto is a traditional Japanese food made from fermented soybeans. And what was the scientific argument? Because my supervisor told me the natto with some materials excretion from the bacteria that is beneficial to human health. So you need to study that to find the optimum, the best condition to produce that kind of materials. Okay, that is my job. That was my job. My duty, I need to do that. And what's the scientific argument? Because under some appropriate condition, we eat appropriate amount of natto, the kind of fermented soybeans, we can be healthier. Okay. How can you say that kind of concept? Because based on some research by Japanese scholars. Okay. How about take a 10-minute break? Then we can come back to our course.